Hey guys, it's Nicole, and today I'm here to talk to you about... I don't know why I always start the vlogs like that. I always start my videos like that, even though I know I'm not going to start my video like that because I can't smoothly, put it together. Anyways, I'm here today because I wanted to look back on 1 year from my birthday. Okay, so I just had a birthday a couple days ago. My birthday was on the 30th of March, so I just turned 22. I figured I would just put together a video where I reminisced or looked back at everything that's happened in the past year. So I'm going to start off by talking to you guys about where I was this time last year. During my birthday season, or around the birthday time last year, we had just gotten back from Idaho, and we live in Oregon now, but we had just gotten back from Idaho because we were visiting for 5 days for my birthday, and it was so awesome. We had so much fun, and it was so awesome to see my mom and my best friend Kendra, and we were also going because we were going to pick up Sean, my boyfriend. We were going to pick up two of his lifelong best friends, and they were moving in with us because we had just gotten our very first house. This was like the very first place that Sean and I had ever gotten into, by ourselves. We were super excited to bring back his friends so that they could room with us and then eventually move out and get into their own place and, start their lives too. So for those of you guys that don't know, we were supposed to get one roommate, and then we were supposed to get two roommates, and then we thought that we were going to get approved for both of those roommates, and then ended up only getting approved for one and only for a month, and then we weren't approved any roommates. So this is just the end story update of what's going on with our roommates. Okay, we're fully charged now, so let's see if we can get through this video without having to stop and redo it or whatever. Let's see if we can get through this video. Okay, so once we were back and we got everybody jobs, we got Zach a job and we got Cody a job, which are the two roommates that moved in with us. We got both of them jobs within a couple days, just like literally the first and second day of them moving in with us. So we're gonna go to Roseburg, and well, first we're gonna go drop Zach off at work. He gets off at 7, and then we're gonna go to Roseburg, and we need to pay for our pet deposit and pay for a Cody deposit. The thing is, when they moved in with us, we weren't gonna have them pay rent. We had just made an agreement that whenever somebody was at work, whoever was available and didn't work would be the person to watch Aaliyah. And then also, Cody, one of the roommates that we brought into the house, he was the only other person with a vehicle. So Sean and I had a vehicle, and then Cody had a vehicle. So he was also asked to help with rides. So if somebody needed a ride to work or whatever, need picked up from work or whatever, then he would help out with rides. And that was so that they, that was the agreement we made so that they didn't have to pay rent. By this time last year, Aaliyah had been 3 for 3 months, or 3 months going on 4 months. You're silly. You need to get some clothes on, little girl.
I love Mima. I love you, best friend Mima.
You love Mima?
I hope I love
Mima
Grandma.
is my mom. She's Aaliyah's grandma.
I love Grandma, but Hayden's...
Mom, if you're watching this, then that's a point for you.
Hayden was being so a little bit cute, little Hayden. Hayden was so nice.
So she was still pretty early on in her 3-year-old years, and she was really starting to show her personality and come out as a person. Aaliyah was also potty trained last year around this time. So later down the road, I think it had been a month down the road, we started to have some issues with our roommate Cody. I did this whole, I guess you could call it a series. There's only probably 2 or 3 videos about it, but I did videos back then about going into details about what happened with Cody. If you're interested in it, it's called Why I Kicked My Roommate Out. So, but either way, if you wanted to do your research on that, you can. In this video, I'm not going to go into detail on what happened with Cody, but things did not work out, and Cody ended up not being as good of a friend as we thought. Long story short, he was not doing his part of the deal. He was not there to give us rides. He was not there to watch Aaliyah when we needed him. He was absolutely using us as a free place to stay. Okay, so after I kicked out Cody, my world shattered. My world completely got turned upside down. So 2 days after I recorded the video of you guys, you know, telling you guys what happened with like the Cody thing, and I hadn't even had the video uploaded yet. I get home and Zach is like telling me that like he has some bad news, and he like tells me before I read this paper that, you know, it's none of our faults and blah blah blah, you know, but he shows me this letter that is a letter saying that it says at the top, termination of tenancy, no cause, and no cause is like underlined and all that. And so he was saying that like him and Sean read through it like 20 million times, and there is absolutely no reasoning behind this eviction notice. It seriously hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, I felt like my entire world was just collapsing around me, that everything that I had worked for was just falling in front of my face, and it was really, really hard to even comprehend the fact that this was actually happening. And this was very ironic because we got the eviction notice on the day of Cody's supposed to be last day. He was kicked out before his deadline. Either way, we were evicted from our first home. And then we were only given 1 month notice to leave. Like, we were only given a month to leave and find a completely different spot, and it had taken us 9 months. 9 months to get into this place. Like, it had taken us a long time to find the place that we were in. So I was like shitting myself. I had no idea what we were gonna do, because not only now was it me, Sean, and Aaliyah, but now we had Zach too, and I wasn't about to let Zach just figure it out on his own. We brought him here, you know, like he was living with us. Like, the plan after we got evicted was to move Zach in with us wherever we went. Destiny had its own idea, fate had its own idea. And I know it's been a while since I've recorded or talked to you guys. Today's date is July 4th, 2016. We are in our motel room, so for those of you that are just seeing this video and have no idea what's going on, our landlords evicted us, and the eviction notice said termination, no cause. We weren't able to find a place to live, so we are living in a motel right now, but we do have a couple options of places. They just aren't happening in the time frame that is most and we lived in that motel for a month. Yeah, we lived in that motel for a month, and we paid $300 every week. Every week we paid $300 to stay in that tiny, tiny motel room. And plus, it was really far from my work. Like, it wasn't like super far, like I know people that drive farther, but it was not close to my work. So we were spending like so much money on gas, and plus like Sean and I worked opposite shifts, so I would drive early ass in the morning to take myself to work, and then I would drive all the way back, and then Sean, like as soon as I got home, Sean had to leave. So that was another thing that was so hard to deal with, was the fact that I didn't have Sean there with me most of the time. Like, Sean and I were completely separate all the time during this, and it was just so hard to deal with. And finally, after we found something, we got a lead on a house, and so we went to go see it, and everything seemed like it was gonna happen for us.
So, we're gonna see another house today, and I gotta hold on, and there's a Zulu special house. So, a little bit
July 31st, 2016, and kind of what you guys have missed out on in the past couple weeks is we are no longer in the motel. So if you can see, we are back in the RV with Rihanna, which is Sean's sister. I just really didn't want to have to worry about paying $300 a week to stay at a motel anymore. And I didn't want to have to worry about gas anymore because we are seriously so ridiculously broke with gas and everything, you know, just having to drive to work all the time, you know, like it was killing us. So, we did get the house that we were looking at. That was my coworker's sister's house that she was renting out. We got that house and we get to move in tomorrow, which is the house you see me in right now, and the house that you guys see in all our videos. So another thing you guys have missed is Sean and I on July 26th 2016, so just a couple weeks ago, a week or so ago, Sean and I hit our 3-year anniversary. So Sean and I have been together for 3 years now. Also, Sean and I also just hit our 1-year anniversary at our job. So we both got reviews and we both got raises. When I got my 1-year review, I also got promoted to the deli manager. After we got in the house, I was finally able to do what I've been wanting to do since I freaking moved here, and I got about 1 million pets. So since we've been in this house, we've gotten 2 guinea pigs, 1 rabbit, a chinchilla, and now a cat. And then plus we also brought my dog Ryder here too. So even though things were really going awesome, things were really starting to look up and just be super great, we did have a kind of downfall later on in the month. In November, Sean was fired from his job, so that caused him to now have to be a stay-at-home dad. At this time, he is still looking for work, but we haven't had any leads or anything like that. He's put in applications, but hasn't been hired anywhere, obviously. But that's okay because I make enough money for both of us. It's tight. I'm not like over here like balling or anything, but things are okay. Things, you know, I'm able to, it's fine. I got this. So then in December, Aaliyah turned 4 years old. Oh, that present?
Yeah.
What is it? Oh my gosh, a coloring book.
A Barbie coloring book.
Nice. Like, as soon as she turned 4, she knew she was 4. Like, she knew that she was like a big girl now. But yeah, that's basically what's gone on in the past year. So it's been quite a lot. Like, I didn't even like think about that. You know, I feel like everything that happened, it happened within a year and a half or 2 years or whatever. But this all happened within a year. And it was just like, it blew my mind to think about that when I realized that it was my 22nd birthday, or that it was going to be my 22nd birthday. And then I started thinking about where I was last year, and I was like, oh my god, so much has changed. Like, holy shit, what a crazy year. So I had to reminisce with you guys. I hope this video didn't bore you and that I'm not being kind of like biased, where I find it interesting to look at these types of things just because it's my life. I hope that's not the case. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and thought it was interesting to look back at what I've done in the past year. If you guys want to see more videos like these, leave this video a thumbs up so that I know whether you guys liked it or not. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We put out videos pretty often. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in our next video. Bye!